So this is the BlackPoint Tactical FO3, the Rhodesian brushstroke. And I've been using this now for about 3 months. And this is my thoughts on it and experiences with it. I've been carrying it every day, I think around 3 months now, and I've ran it through several classes with Amtech shooting with Bill Rapier. It's went through some force on force classes and a pistol class and a carbine class with him as well. Overall, I've had great experiences with it. It's a extremely comfortable holster to carry. I like the addition of this little leather flap. I like how they attached it with leather because whenever it rides on you, you get some freedom of movement. As well with the front clip here, which the clips are metal on these, at least on this one. This is the Rhodesian brushstroke version, limited special that they did through Amtech, I believe. And these clips, the front clip will rotate so you can cant it, or you can back the screw out a little bit and get some freedom of movement. So especially if you carry on your hip, which I carry right here on the kind of the front blade of my hip bone, you can get some good freedom of movement with the holster. Having the leather here and the ability for this to pivot, moving up and down, you can get some nice smooth riding with this. And the only problem I had with this is about a week after the classes, a week after the force on force class and the rifle class, which I ran a Glock 19 in this. Currently I am carrying my Glock 17. It'll work really well with a 19. You do need to adjust the tension a little bit for the 19, but these screws right here backed out actually while I was at work, and my holster came apart. So even though that's kind of a catastrophic failure, I don't know really any other way that it could have went, because I figured that all of these were Loctited in there, and I personally, that could have been something on me because I didn't pull the screws out and Loctite them, which I like to do with everything, but not with this. So these screws backed out and I actually lost the pieces. But the customer service was awesome. The owner of BlackPoint Tactical. Actually, I went through one of Amtech's classes with him. Super cool guy, and his customer service was awesome. Actually, I hit him up on Instagram and showed him the picture, told him about the problem with the holster, and he immediately sent me all new hardware for it, all new screws, rivets, and these little rubber bushings that it has in it. And I put it back together. I actually did put it together with red Loctite, and I've been carrying it for about a month since with no problems. And overall, it's probably the best holster that I've experienced for a concealed carry item. With my H&K, I sometimes appendix carry the H&K, especially when I'm rucking. And the H&K I use an A&R Designs holster. But I don't have really any experience with the BlackPoint at appendix, though I'll be trying it out some more. But now I'll show you guys what it looks like on person. So as you can see, it doesn't print too bad. Carrying a full-size gun like a Glock 17 obviously is going to be a little bit harder to conceal, but overall not too bad, especially with dark colored clothing. But one really good feature of the holster, I think, training with Bill Rapier, Amtech shooting, and focusing on touch points, one of the ways that he teaches to reholster one-handed is when we swipe up, little wing on the holster here, that's a touch point for the muzzle. Come in and reholster like so. So I really like that as compared to a few other holsters that I've tried on the market that don't really have that necessarily, or maybe a shorter wing on the back of it. but I think they really got it right with this. And I like to carry just in front of my hip bone right there. I don't have much experience with this holster in appendix. It's something I'll try out more in the future, maybe, but the only appendix holster I've been using is an A&R design, and it works really well for its purpose. But generally, I carry right here because I also conceal the AMTAC magnets on with my other strong hand. As you can see, you know, you lean back a little bit, you get some printing, but not too bad. As long as you wear loose shirts like you should be wearing if you're concealing, it does a really good job. The retention on this holster is awesome. Of course, it's adjustable with these screws right here. And like I said, with the 19, you'll have to adjust it a little bit tighter since it is shorter. But no problem. Phillips head, crank them a little tighter, and it's good to go. Very positive retention. When you're reholstering, you can definitely know when it's in there, and it will not. For what it is, the retention's awesome. Like I said, I ran it through some force classes with grappling and everything else. Never had a problem losing the gun. It is cut, this one in particular is cut, the FO3, if you're running a Glock with a red dot. Obviously, pretty much any kind of red dot will work with it because it's cut down in front of the chamber. So you could run your Acros, RMRs, Holosuns, anything like that. It will work with it. But overall, it's great.